A vegetarian cat in his natural habitat. And yeah, that's it. He drinks from the taps. He does not want to drink from buckets anymore. He has moved on beyond that. So, yeah, it's not very seldom that you see a vegetarian cat. And now this one drinks from the tap. You wake up in the morning and you get ready. And then you want to put on your shoes. And before you can tie them, you have to put the laces back in. That is when you realize you've got monkeys.
Monkeys really know how to use those little tails. You can't believe how capable they are with it. Just look at this little tail, and she's just gripping onto it. It's like a little arm with one finger that's totally flexible and can grip and curl around anything. I remember some of these monkeys, if you leave your keys on the windowsill like that, and they're in the cage, well, their arms can't reach it, but their tail can. And they just take their tail and put it through one of those little rings on the keys, and they've got it. And they lift it up and they slide it into the cage. And believe me, there's no way you get it back. They just take it and they run off with it. So, yeah, be careful. A monkey's tail can reach much further than their little arms. And, yeah, they can grip with it. And those keys will be gone.
I don't know what he's doing, but I hope he's just going for a quick morning swim. And he's drinking a little water right there. As far as I can see, that's all he's doing. Enzo key? But yeah, that's one thing. Once he got out of the pool to pee, and now he gets into the pool to pee. So, so what do you think? Do tigers like to pee inside or outside the pool? Because I don't really know anymore. I don't think he did actually. I think he's just standing there. He's just checking it out, floating around. Diego is still sleeping. He's got his legs up in the air. Enzo is just standing around there. He's just relaxing in the water. I think they actually get a different kind of relaxation in the water. Because if you think about it, when they lie down on the ground, they've got a lot of weight that is pressing down on, well, their ribs and everything. And even his head is so heavy. People don't always realize how heavy his head is. If he's on top of you when you're sleeping, and he's sleeping with on your chest with his head, he's heavy. And I think in the water, it just takes a little bit of all that pressure off. And just look at that, he enjoys it. I think he's getting more support from the buoyancy and just allowing him to relax a bit more. That's why he's just standing there. He's not doing anything. He's not messing in the pool. And there he goes. But he's walking. There he's floating now. Yep, he's enjoying the swim. And Diego still sleeping. And now he feels good. There he goes. Now he's gonna probably rub onto that tire like he always does. I'm not sure, but I think after they take a swim, they are perfectly clean, because they're always perfectly clean. You don't smell a tiger at all. Well, I remember the day I got Enzo. When I first held him in my arms, he smelled terrible. But I don't think that was about the tiger. I think that was where he came from. And he smelled terrible. I don't know how to explain it. That was the first thing when I had him in my arms, and I have committed to accepting a tiger. That was my main concern, the smell. It was terrible. And he was running through the house, walking everywhere, friendly as can be, but he was smelling. And that was the last time he ever smelled like that. Since then, perfectly clean. So I think it's not about how a tiger smells, it's where he came from that makes the difference. And I think when he gets out of the pool, he's so clean that he needs to get some kind of a scent on him. And that's why he goes and rubs against the tree, marks the tree, and, well, just try and restore that scent that he might think he needs on his skin. And not on his skin, on his hair, but that might even repel flies or insects. And I just think that might be it. But yeah, I only remember that smell now that Enzo had when I first got him. It was terrible. Diego still sleeping. Now, I see what he wants. He's walking up and down here because there's still some chicken parts left from last night when the cats were eating. They didn't eat everything, and he is seeing it. So I think I'm going to go throw that over for them. And yeah, that is part of the cleaning up process. That's one thing you have to keep on doing when you've got, well, a zoo house. And that is, make sure that everything has been taken care of as soon as possible. If there's something that needs to be disposed of, get it done while it's still fresh. That's basically why. Because if you're gonna leave it out there for an hour or two, it's too late. Well, the sun is going down right about there, and I just noticed this tree has got leaves on today. So it got its leaves today or yesterday. And what's nice about that is during the winter there's no leaves on it, and when the sun comes up, well, round about there, the sun rays comes in and warms up the house through this glass that I've got right here. So, and during the summer there's leaves on it blocking out those rays, so the house stays cool. I didn't use a heater this winter, and I don't use an air conditioner during the summer, and the temperature in the house is perfect. So just by planting a tree at the right place, you can actually make a huge difference. And do some research and you'll be surprised what you can accomplish. And there he goes, There is the little bat. Oh, now there's two. Maybe that's one of the bats that I saved the other day. And I hope it is. Well, that's a plane. That's not Venus. Venus is round about there, but it's not out yet. Well, the proteas are doing great. They look better than ever. But I feel that it is dry inside now. So they do use quite some water. That's the kind of experiments I like to do. You know, how do you know how much water do they need? And I just put a bag over it because I sealed it around there with elastic band. And the water is, well, out. Means they must have drank it. And they are looking good. So I'm just going to fill it up again. Well, there's some dust on these crystal balls, and I'm going to have to clean it. So let's see. I'm going to experiment with it a little bit and just see how it works. So tomorrow, when it's dry, I'll just check what it looks like, if they are clean. And I think they will be. Then I can just keep on doing this. So we'll check this tomorrow. Well, seems like friendliest cat in the world is trying to become biggest cat in the world. Just look at that. She's just getting bigger and bigger every single day. The rest seems smaller, although she is still dressed for winter. Just look at that. Huge. Bucky. Nothing wrong with his size. And Spider Cat's getting a little bit bigger around the midsection as well. But she is definitely the one to take the cake. The two boys are still eating over there. Vegetarian cat, he stays his normal size. I think they all just get that few minutes where they start going really big. Near loss. They're not supposed to eat the chicken. And they know they're not supposed to, because every time they come out, the cats have to stop eating. So they don't. And they will go and try, but they know that that's not their food. They just got their food, they ate, and they're happy. And yeah, if they want to take food away from cats, I know two cats where they can try and take it away from. And they're not even gonna go into that area. Believe me, when Diego gives that roar, you listen and you leave. That is it. Well, let me get going, and I'll keep in touch. Thanks for watching, and like always, have a great day.